What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to build a sort of an HFT bot. It's not going to take a crazy amount of trades like ones usually do, but it is going to be entering very quickly and exiting very quickly. So the idea behind it is whenever we get a new candle, usually like the 1 hour, 4 hour, there's usually a high amount of liquidity right as that new candle opens. So what we're going to try and do is take advantage of that and just get, a couple ticks of profit every, thinking 1 hour candle, we might do 30-minute candle as well. But basically this is it. If the previous candle is a bullish candle, I'm going to buy at bid, which this is important so we don't get as much slippage. Then we're going to sell X ticks in profits. And then we'll do the opposite for the sells. Now, one thing to already pay attention to is that you'll need tick data to backtest this. And to get tick data, you can come to tools, historical data, and then get market replay data, select the instrument and the date. But you can only download it day by day, which is kind of unfortunate. Unless you do have an option somewhere in Ninjatrader to be downloading tick data as it happens on your computer. So if you've been running Ninjatrader for 3 months, you could have 3 months of tick data. So you could check that to check if you have the data, historical data, right? Market replays your tick data, and looks like I have none. Whereas you can see my historical data, I have a lot. And as you can see it only goes down to minute, and then you can open it up by the day, and this is each minute, right? So that's how you know I only have down to 1 minute data. Now, if you got tick data, say, yesterday, now, um, now we have market replay data from 11 p.m. on the 13th to 11 p.m. on the 14th. So, yeah. So as you can see, then you have to go day by day downloading it, which takes a while, and yeah, that's what you need to do. But so now let's start coding it. So first thing, let's go to new, NinjaScript editor. Then we'll do strategies, new strategy. We'll do a new hour. We'll do new candle HFT strategy. We'll do generate, then come here, click compile. Now we have the basic template for our strategy. Then I'm going to open the project in Visual Studio, which just makes it much easier for me. Then we'll go to strategies, profitable, wait, no, this isn't it, new candle. And now we can start coding. So a couple things I always do is, right, in our set defaults, there's a couple things we need to change. First, calculate on each tick, because we're going to want to calculate on every tick if we're entering based off ticks. Then bars required to trade, just do 2. Change this to false. Include commission equals true, and include trade history and backtest equals true. Now, first thing, let's add this actually. Now, so first thing, we need to calculate what time we want to enter. So, we're going to do Okay, so what we're gonna have to remember that basically if you do a 30-minute time series, right, when you're setting your settings for the strategy, 30-minute setting, that means you're gonna open a position every 30 minutes. 1 hour setting, you open a position on the top of every hour. So what we're gonna do for that is first we're going to enter. So if is first tick of bar, that's when we want to enter. And what this makes sure that we're only entering on the very first tick of the new bar. So essentially, if you did change this back to on bar updates, right, then you wouldn't need this, right? Because on bar update runs through all the code on the first tick of the bar. And then it doesn't run through it again until the next bar. Now we're going to run on each tick, right? Each tick in every candle. But now this section of the code only runs on the first tick of the bar. So basically, on bar update when you set this to on each candle. Hopefully that makes sense. But I mean, one way I use this a lot is I do if is first tick of bar. If it's not first tick of bar, then return. So say, right, you want to have some trailing stop loss or printing some stuff here for every single tick. But if you only want to enter on the new bar, right, you do that down here. Okay, but so if it's first tick of the bar, then we want to calculate which direction we're going to enter. So if close 0 is greater than close 1, right, this is a bullish bar. Else, if close 0 is less than close 1, then we have a bearish bar. Now, that's all we're going to do for entering. So now we need to actually enter. So we're going to want to do, usually you could just do enter long, right? But that's going to give us slippage because that's going to submit a market order. We want to set a pending order at the bid and ask prices. So let's do that. I already have it somewhere, so let me. Okay, so this is a little bit advanced, but it should make sense and shouldn't be a problem even for a beginner. So okay, so basically we're gonna set a limit order, right? Say we have bid and ask. Right, say you have bid, you have ask, and right? This is our candle, and we just got a new candle. Now, if we're gonna buy, we want to set our bid price, or we want to set a buy limit at the bid price right here. But what if price is here, and instead of moving one tick down, we move one tick up, right? We want to cancel this order and bring it back up to the bid price, so that basically we're always getting filled at the bid, but the current price, the current bid will not run away from our order, right? Because say, and we could actually do a tick filter. So right, like after a new candle, if price moves 5 ticks away, then we want to cancel our order and we don't want to trade anymore, because essentially we wanted to capture this move. But if we don't get filled at the bid price here, then we'll just wait for the next candle. So we could add something like that. But so to do that, we're gonna need to track our order. So you're gonna want to come up to here above on state defaults and do order. We're gonna have a order long and order short. Now these are order objects that we can use to track our current order. So now we're just going to enter like normally for the first order. So we're going to do order long equals enter long limit at okay, we should just be good with the get with this one. We're going to do get current bid, and that's it. Now for the sell, we do order short equals enter short limit get current ask. So right now, what we have up to is we get a new candle, new bar starts, and now if this is a bullish candle, then we just set a buy limit order at the bid price, right? So now we're hoping price comes down one tick, or we just get filled at this price and then it'll push up. But there's also the scenario where we have our limit order, but price just immediately from here just moves up. So we want to bring this order and trail it, so it's always at the nearest bid price. So to do that, we need to add some more code, which this part can get a little bit complicated, but just copy it and you should be good. So now what we're coding is the trailing part. So what we're going to do is, right now this is being called on every tick. So if order long is not null, that means this order is something. This order exists. So when we call this order exists. If it gets canceled, then it no longer exists, right? So if it exists, that means it hasn't been filled. Then this is just for extra checks. If order long dot filled is less than contracts, and let's add in how many contracts we want to display. Name equals, yeah, we'll go with that. Int contracts. All right, and by default, contract equals 1. So now, if the amount of contracts filled is less than 1, actually let's add contracts in here as well. So if you want to enter more than 1, now you can. And order long dot limit price does not equal the get current bid. So right, we're checking that we haven't filled all of our contracts, and there's a new limit price, or there's a new bid price. The bid price has moved from our previous one. So basically, this means that it moved up. Now we're gonna cancel order, the long order, and submit a new one at the new bid price. Right? So then we cancel this one, and now we're submitting a new one at the new bid price, which is essentially just going to trail it. Now, we're also going to do else if filled equals contracts, then we're going to set this order to null. So if price has moved and we still haven't filled the orders we want, we're going to cancel the order and move the order to the new bid price. Else, if we have filled our order, then we set the order to null, which basically means it has nothing. And we could also make sure that, not here, but if we want to buy, we want our order to be null. All right, now we can just take this and paste it. I'll do else if short get current ask short I need to enter short limit contracts at get current ask short and short. All right, that looks good. So now let's see if this will work. So test that. So let's open a new chart. Thank you. All right, and so now this is a 1 minute NQ chart. So instead of like on the 30-minute how we wanted, this will be just on the 1 minute. So let's go to strategies, add one contract, and okay, I think I already know what's going to happen. Okay, so actually it doesn't work out. So it is taking trades, and the reason trades are being closed is because we have no closing it, so it's closing the trade off of the next position, right? So here we are, let's see, we're short right now. Let's see. So we just tried to buy. Okay, so it looks like something might be getting confused with code, but let's also make sure we, just for now, we only want to run this on real time. So live data. So if it's not real time, then we skip everything. All right, so now once this candle prints, we should get should start entering. Okay, and there we go. And you could see for a second it did trail it. And so now what we would want is a TP of, you know, maybe 5 ticks. No. 2, 3. Yeah, maybe 5, 10 ticks. Just to catch a little bit. And obviously you might not want to do this on micros. You might want to use minis because the reward to commission ratio will be much better. But yeah. Now let's see on the next candle what it does. If it'll enter again, or this is a long minute. Okay. So it didn't do anything. Yeah, didn't try to do anything either. Which is probably what we want. Alright, so let's come back. Let's also make sure that we're flat, that we're not in a position before we enter another position. So now that we've got that, let's set our exits. So I'm thinking we're going to want 2 exits. This region is just a hide code. It goes nice in there. We're going to want 2 exits. A exit after X bars, which might be like 1 or 2. Actually, we'll just do exit on next. No, because if it's an hour chart, we're gonna want to exit before then. So probably just do a stop loss and a TP. Yeah, actually, stop loss and TP is going to be exactly what we want to use. So let's do that then. So Ninja script property. Oh, already did it for us. Int stop loss. Then Control D when you're highlighting something to Copy and paste it. And now, when we set our original order, we're going to do set stop loss, and set profit target. There we go. Takes care of it for us. Take profit by default will be 5. Stop loss by default will be 10. And let's see what that does. There we go. Hit stop loss. A buy though should have, it is first to go, should have been a sell, and it should have been on this candle. Close 0. Okay, let's just see. I'm going to change this to the, okay, profit target. Here was right. But see how, right? See how we got this buy should have been on this candle. Because see how this buy was on the new candle right when it printed? Right when this candle printed, the buy was there. So that might be Ninjatrader handling it wrong, or I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm not waiting for 1 minute. So let's do 15 seconds. 15 seconds. And make sure everything is looking good. All right. Strategies. I should start taking trades. Buy. Okay. Yep, that looks correct. So did not take a position. So here we took a buy and hit profit target, but should have been a sell. Again, it messed up where the entry should be, but we took another buy and hit stop loss. That one was correct. Skipped another entry. All right, so something is not right. Yeah, like now it's just skipping all of these. Um, so you can, so that was the first one where we actually sold in here. But if you go to new script output, it will open this thing. Let's clear it. We need to disable strategy, re-enable it, and now we'll start printing whatever you type print, it will type print there. So we got a bullish bar, that looked good, and buy, hit stop loss. So that was right. Now we got a bearish bar and we sold, hit TP. That looks right. We got bullish bar. So we bought again, it moved it to the wrong spot, but then we hit TP. We got a bullish bar we bought, hit TP, that looks good. And see how, right, if you're just doing enter long, okay, so we got nothing. So bearish bar did not execute. But see how by entering on the ask, right, we got this entry way down here. Instead of, we would have gotten filled probably here, like up here. So now we have a bearish bar, and now we sold. Why did it not count this one? I'll just skip to this one as well. Okay, let's see. It might be because of this. Yeah, we shouldn't need this. And let's also change this to if close is less than open 0. And if close is greater than open 0. Let's disable and enable it. Now it doesn't want to take any trades. Oh, okay. I just remembered. So something with Ninjatrader that I just remembered is when you're using on each tick, right? So close 0 is the most recent bar. So that's going to be the bar, this bar that, right, it's moving, it's coming up, it's coming down. So when you're doing on bar updates and it's only once each bar, then it's okay to use close 0. But when you're using on each tick, you're basically using on your close zero is basically the newest price. So you only actually use one. And that actually just realized I might need to change something on something else. Okay, so that should be one because we want it of the most recent printed bar. So now let's see, enable, disable, how that does. Okay, so you got the buy. I believe now it should be working. And it would make sense why it wasn't earlier. And yeah, we got the buy, we trailed it. See, that was the move we wanted to catch. We just didn't get built. I mean, this also is the 15-second, so. Took the sell. Yep. Took a sell, TP. Took sell, stop loss, hit. So it looks like it's working. Took a sell, TP. Now let's see if we get a bullish bar. Took a buy. And stop loss. So one thing we could add is, right, you can see in that one we kind of stood there for like 2 seconds. We could do a second timer. Actually, you know what? This is good for this video. I'll let you guys put in the comments what you want to see. We could do like a seconds timer, right after 3 seconds close, or maybe a trailing stop loss, or maybe count the number of ticks, and after, right, if there's 30 ticks, then cancel the order. Maybe something like that, yeah. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you have any ideas. The downside with this strategy is it's going to be very hard to backtest unless you have really good tick data. And even then, you know, who knows? If you do want to backtest it, you'll want to remove this line so it runs on the historical data. But if you're going to want to run it live, just go ahead and leave this in. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully learned something from it. Just go ahead and copy this exact code and you'll have this exact working strategy, which just caused my chart to freeze. But yeah, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Please like, please subscribe, and peace out.